Hi everyone! Do you ever wonder why it's important to save money? Well, today, our friends Bahati, Pendo, Mr. Mali, and Baraka are going to find out. Let's join them on this money smart adventure.
Class, today we're talking about saving money. Can anyone tell me what that means?
Is it hiding money under your bed?
I think it means keeping money to use later.
Great try. Saving money means setting aside some of it for future needs, emergencies, or something special you want. Today, I want to tell you a powerful story from the Bible about a man named Joseph, a dream, and the biggest savings plan in history. 2 years after Pharaoh pardoned the cupbearer, he had a strange dream and then woke up. He went back to sleep and had another strange dream. Pharaoh was very disturbed by the dreams, so the next morning he called for all the magicians and wise men of Egypt. When Pharaoh told them his dreams, not one of them could tell him what they meant. Finally, the king's cupbearer spoke up. "When I was in prison, I and the baker had strange dreams. A young Hebrew man in prison interpreted them for us, and everything he said came true." Joseph was quickly brought from the prison. After he shaved and changed his clothes, he went and stood before Pharaoh. "I had a dream last night, and no one here can tell me what it means," said Pharaoh. "But I hear you can interpret dreams." "I don't have the power to interpret dreams," Joseph explained, "but God does." "In my first dream," Pharaoh explained, "I was standing on the bank of the river Nile. I saw 7 fat, healthy cows come up out of the river and begin grazing in the marsh grass. But then I saw 7 sick-looking cows, scrawny and thin, come up after them. These thin cows ate the 7 fat cows, but afterwards still looked as thin and scrawny as before. Then I woke up. Then I fell asleep again, and I had another dream," Pharaoh continued. "I saw 7 heads of grain, full and beautiful, growing on a single stalk. Then 7 more heads of grain appeared, but these were blighted, shriveled, and withered by the east wind. Then the shriveled heads swallowed the 7 healthy heads. I told these dreams to the magicians, but no one could tell me what they meant." God helped Joseph interpret Pharaoh's dreams. "Both dreams mean the same thing," he explained. "The 7 healthy cows and the 7 healthy heads of grain both represent 7 years of prosperity. The 7 thin, scrawny cows that came up later and the 7 thin heads of grain represent 7 years of famine. The next 7 years will be prosperous, but the 7 years after that will bring such a severe famine, the good years will be forgotten." Joseph advised Pharaoh what to do next. "You should find a wise man and put him in charge of the entire land of Egypt. Supervisors need to be appointed to collect 1/5 of all the crops during the 7 good years and store them under guard. That way, there will be enough to eat when the 7 years of famine come to the land of Egypt." Joseph's suggestions impressed Pharaoh and his officials. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Since God has revealed the meaning of the dreams to you, clearly no one else is as wise as you are. You will be in charge of my court, and all my people will take orders from you. Only I will have a rank higher than yours." Then Pharaoh removed his signet ring from his hand and placed it on Joseph's finger. He dressed him in fine linen clothing and hung a gold chain around his neck. Then he had Joseph ride in the chariot reserved for his second in command. And wherever Joseph went, the command was shouted, "Kneel down." Joseph became the second most powerful man in Egypt. He made sure they saved during the good times, so when the famine came, no one went hungry. So, what can we learn from Joseph? When we have a little extra, we should save some, not spend it all at once. Just like Egypt filled its barns, you can fill your savings jar or bank account. And when you plan ahead, just like Joseph, you can help others too. Saving money is smart, it's being ready, and it's a way to bless others in tough times. This week, try this. 1. When you get money, put some in a savings jar. 2. Think, what would Joseph do? 3. Share the idea with your family.
Welcome, friends. What can I scoop for you today?
I have 100 shillings left. Tempting.
What about saving it for later?
Saving? That's music to my ears. When I started this shop, I saved little by little. That's how I bought the freezer and decorated this place.
So your savings helped you grow your business.
Exactly. And it helped me when my freezer broke last year. My savings saved the day.
Here's a fun way to manage your money. 1. Spend jar for everyday treats. 2. Save jar for something you really want. 3. Give jar to help someone else.
I'll put 50 shillings in my save jar for my book.
And I'll save for some cool drawing pens.
Proud of you both. That's how smart savers think.
Great job, everyone! Bahati and Pendo learned that saving money helps us prepare, plan, and grow. Saving helps you reach goals, avoid stress, and build your future. See you in the next lesson, where we learn how to spend money wisely. Bye for now.
Do you want to learn about money like a pro? Come join Bahati and Pendo on a fun adventure at Akili Mali. They'll show you cool ways to save, spend wisely, and grow your money. Learn how to save, become a money master, have fun while you learn. Let's go on this money adventure together. Visit akilimali.africa and explore engaging videos, exciting quizzes, and fun games. Learning about money has never been this fun.